Can you eat bread on the ayahuasca diet? Can you eat bread on the ayahuasca diet? People are strongly urged to follow the ayahuasca diet, a set of instructions for psychological and physical preparation, before participating in an ayahuasca ceremony. So, what is the case with bread? No, you cannot eat white, yeast bread when on the ayahuasca diet, but it is probably fine to enjoy simple, unsalted bread. What is ayahuasca diet, and why is bread a controversial food? Over the past decade, the use of the hallucinogenic substance ayahuasca has grown in popularity across the United States. Coffee is a South American plant used by Amazonian shamans for ages. What makes bread controversial? Because ayahuasca has psychoactive properties, what you eat is likely to have an impact on your health. Experts speculate that the use of ayahuasca may stimulate the brain's right hemisphere. Is ayahuasca legal? Ayahuasca's primary hallucinogenic ingredient, DMT, has been banned since it was included in the Controlled Substances Act in 1970. On the other hand, the Supreme Court declared in 2006 that ayahuasca tea could be used for religious purposes without breaking the law. Why is ayahuasca tourism on the rise? Ayahuasca tourism emerged in South America as a result of a surge in interest among foreigners. Most Americans will partake in a ritual before actually taking the substance. Can you eat bread on the ayahuasca diet? Speaking of diet, it is important that you avoid yeast or any yeast-extracted spreads. Therefore, you cannot include brewer's yeast, Marmite, or sourdough bread in your diet. Why should you avoid bread on the ayahuasca diet? There are different reasons why certain foods are off-limit on the ayahuasca diet, but sometimes, there is chemical reasoning behind them. For instance, the use of foods containing tyramine is strictly prohibited. Why should you avoid tyramine? Pickled items of products, some beans, draft beer, sourdough bread, and wine all contain tyramine due to their processing methods. Tyramine reacts when combined with monoamine oxidase inhibitors, MAOIs, the primary psychoactive component of the ayahuasca plant Banisteriopsis caapi. What other than bread should be avoided on ayahuasca diet? You need to avoid all dairy, including cream and cheese. Here is what you should stop eating before drinking ayahuasca. Why should you follow guidelines for ayahuasca diet? The improper foods eaten before ayahuasca can have negative effects. If you do not stick to the diet, you will end up vomiting and having diarrhea. Do not complicate the process. Overconsumption and unhealthy lifestyles are the primary reasons red meat has a negative reputation. Also, you should know that meat consumption prior to psychedelic use has been linked to several peculiar side effects. Get the right energy from food. If you are planning on using ayahuasca, it is best to hold off on any other psychoactive. Do not take ayahuasca lightly, one must be ready for and persevere through ayahuasca. What can you eat when on ayahuasca diet? You can try smoothies, oatmeal, salads, and much more. To make it, you need to go for almond milk. DIY almond milk. Making your own almond milk at home is a great alternative to buying it from the supermarket. You will not believe how amazingly it works unless you give it a shot. How to do it? Take a cup of almonds. Besides almond milk, you can also make oat milk and use it in your oatmeal or smoothies. DIY nut butter. By making nut butter at home, you will be able to have something to use on apple slices, toast, etc. Keep in mind that peanuts are not allowed on the ayahuasca diet, so you have to improvise a little. How to do it? To make nut butter, you can always opt for walnuts, pecans, or cashews. Take some nuts and toast them in the oven. Takeaway. As a medicine, religious rites, and tribal rituals, ayahuasca has been utilized for thousands of years in Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, and Brazil. And that is when you should know. Can you eat bread on ayahuasca diet?